Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a Wookong M mix for a cropped 6H hexcopter, which is what you're seeing here. So what I'm actually showing right now is the Scarab Vampire, and you can get this from multiwecopter.com. It is their flagship helicopter or hexacopter, and it's pretty good for lifting heavy weights like Sony Nexus and stuff. So I'm going to set mine up to actually do the mix. Uh, the reason for that is that this copter actually is a quad with two center motors for lift. Essentially, the four motors at the corners are actually set up just as much as you would set a quadcopter up. And then the two center motors here, so that motor and that motor are pretty much set up just for lift. And so it requires a special mix when you're using the Wookong M. So essentially the reason why you need a special mix is because as I said, the dimensions on this copter are actually kind of weird. They're not quite that of a regular hexcopter. It's pretty much a quad with two center motors for lift. Alright guys, so I have my Wookong M plugged in. As you can see, there's a connection. I have my computer here, and we're all plugged in. So basically I'm gonna flip through my settings so you can actually see what they are. So this is where I have my gains at. They're not pretty high, but they seem to work well. And now for the interesting part, what everyone's been waiting for. So let's go into basic here, and here's a custom motor mix that I have. Let me see if I can zoom in on that much better. There we go. So you can see we have 6 motors. Motor 1, 2, 3, and 4 are pretty much set up like a quad, and you will want to do that. And then for motors 5 and 6, you can see that you're setting them up for throttle as well as for roll control, and that is how to set it up there. So I know that they currently have a mix on the multi-wecopter website. Written by Crazy J, but we actually tried that, Crazy J and I, and it was actually his idea to actually try and put roll into the mix, and the Wookong M seemed to like that a lot better. Previously we had a little bit of wobble and we couldn't get it to do the correct position hold, and especially on roll. But with this configuration, this motor mix, it actually works well. So as you can see from the top, I'm running slightly longer booms so that my propellers never actually meet. So there's a little bit of a gap in there. So I had to get different booms, as you can see, and extend them out. And I also mounted my motors so that they sit upwards like that, so that the frame is actually below the motors. And I really found that that seemed to help the CG. So getting back to the Wookong M settings for this copter, as I showed, these are the mix coefficients, or the mix setup for the X6H, and now I'm going to show you again what my gains were. So here are my gains, and these seem to work pretty well both in manual mode and in GPS or attitude hold mode. I did fidget a little bit with the advanced settings, and this is what I actually wound up not